As a society, we seem to have lost the ability to form consensus about some very basic propositions. I think many people at MIT and beyond are interested in how we rebuild that consensus.
Magic holds a mirror to so many facets of the human experience. What does it mean to know something? What constitutes an idea of truth?
One of the things that anthropologists have tried to figure out is how it's possible for equally rational people in different cultures and communities to entertain wildly different systems of belief.
Magicians need to anticipate the way their audiences might find all the ways that they can question, the choices that the magician has made. And that's not a way that visualization designers have ever really thought about. Our stance towards that has always been trying to maximize clarity and simplicity. And so how do we anticipate skeptical readings of our visualizations and then work to sort of build trust with our audiences through anticipation?
How do we humanize what we do? How do we make it accessible? Jeanette is a really unique magician because she is really ecumenical in her approach to what magic can be. What's important about doing a project like this now is that it brings together an artist with a social scientist and a technologist, an engineer, to develop a new kind of artwork that also doubles as an experimental apparatus, pushing the horizons of what is known and what is knowable.
Magic, you're trying to achieve an end goal that by its very nature should be impossible. Magic has a lot in it, everything from the material science of it, the engineering of it, the math of it, the choreography of it, the human behavior and sociology parts of it.
I've been able to bring her to 3 classes, and we'll be building illusions together.
We make a lot of mental shortcuts in our daily decisions, and magic really plays into that and makes you wonder, because I was able to be deceived or fooled by this magic trick, what else am I being deceived or fooled about in my day-to-day interactions and real-world experiences?
I was very interested in these very specific moments in magic that we specifically fabricate to communicate to an audience that heightens their belief in a piece of magic. If the exact same moment for certain members of the audience could actually be the single moment that would pique their scrutiny. The audience was divided into 3 groups. A group of hidden observers, and then 2 groups that were brought and to watch the performance on stage. I didn't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if this is gonna work. There's pretty much 0 room for any failure. Magic is pass-fail, end of sentence.
One of the best parts of Jeanette's performance was the dialogue that we all had at the end. A sort of collective act of making sense together.
I don't think many people were asking, how did she do that trick? Most people were asking, why did she do this? What does it mean? What are the implications for understanding our society?
For a long time, it never struck me that there was a possibility, or there was a reality, or there was a world where I was not receiving the same information as everyone else. And I think that really speaks to the worldview I was walking in with.
This also suggests a way forward to me of how you might be able to cultivate this sort of deliberative dialogue where people are much more honest about the extent of their knowledge.
My performance, the reason I did it here at MIT was not only is risk tolerated, but it's encouraged here. The student population has been so engaged in our collaboration because of that deep level of curiosity. I mean, like, this place is magic.
The MIT audience really loves to sort of like think hard and break things down and figure out, why does any of this matter? And I think Jeanette's performance really exemplified that.
It can be really valuable to think rigorously about what our beliefs are. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity to take a class that can have such profound implications for the way I choose to conduct my life going forward.